This is an oase Aquamax 13,000, one of the newer models, so very efficient pump, but still needs to be serviced to work efficiently. So first job, just disconnect the hose. So on these pumps, there's a big blue nut on this side, so we're just going to undo that. So you can see straight away the issue is all this blanket weed and debris on the surface. So to give it a service, basically unclip the 3 blue solid clips on there, take the lid off, and there's even debris in the lower cage and around the pump. The pump itself looks free from debris, but we'll open it up just to have a good look. This has got a seasonal flow control in it, but it sets it off so that's at its maximum output all year round. If you turn it on, the pump will slow down in the winter and speed up in the summer, just to save a bit on power. So remove this clip just by hand or gently with a screwdriver, and that releases the pump. This is an additional flow control for the inlet, so you can maybe add a skimmer to your pond or something like that. So this bit's not too bad, but I'm going to jet wash that after. So this is the inlet, so there's actually got some debris stuck inside there in the impeller, so that's not going to be helping. And this is the outlet, so it looks quite clean from that side, but I'm going to give it a clean anyway. So find something soft to stand the pump up on. Goes safely somewhere. I've lost quite a few over the years, but I have a van full of spares, luckily. So that's the impeller housing free, so we just gently release that. So these newer models have this little section here which just sits in here. Let's just pop that back in there so we don't lose it. So this is the impeller. This is quite a new pump because there's no wear on that at all. So we're just going to open it up to see if there's any gunge inside it. So the impeller's pretty spotless, but we'll just give that a quick clean. Ceramic shaft's nice and clean, there's no sort of scouring on there. It's not an issue whatsoever. If you've got any pump, but especially these Aquamax pumps, the impeller is the bit that gets worn. And to keep your pump running efficiently for years, make sure you change it. Probably about every 5 years would be a good time to service it or change it. If you change the impeller every 5 years, your pump will probably last you 20 years. If you don't change it, it's probably not going to last so long. I think most of these Aquamax pumps come with a 5-year warranty, which is pretty good as far as pumps go. There's not many things you get a 5-year warranty for nowadays. Right, so give this a bit of a clean with a brush or something like that, but it is absolutely spotless, so I'm just going to give it a rinse in the pond water. Put that aside. So there's a rubber seal there that can be lubricated with a bit of extra grease silicone grease on there if it needs it. And then this is the inside of the pump. Again, this is pretty clean, so I'm just going to clean it with my finger. But you can get a brush in there to give it a good clean out, but it really doesn't need it on this pump. Most of the issue is with the debris on the outside of the pump, not on the inside. And then just give it a rinse. So that's clean enough. That doesn't have to be jet wash, spotless. And then this cage is the same. So there's a few parts to this pump. It's quite easy to get confused on how it goes back together. So first of all, this bit slides in here. Second of all, this bit slides straight in like this. Sorry, I'll get this right around for you. So this bit slides in first. There's 2 little notches in there which these lugs fit into. Next is this section. So this lines up with the outlet here. So that just drops in place. And then the last section, it's got this little star shape on here, which marries up with the star shape there. So that's what it should look like. So to reassemble, the impeller goes back in first. So that should fit nicely firmly in there. Configuration. So put that down on the ground so all these bits don't fall out. Marry it all up. Just give it a firm, solid push. And there shouldn't be more than about a millimetre gap all the way around. Right, that's all a lot cleaner now. So it's time just to reassemble it. So this bit goes on first, that way around. So this basically is to regulate how much water goes in the front of the pump. It's not to slow this pump down, it's to allow you to fit a second intake to it, which would normally be a pond skimmer, which is quite a handy thing to have. So you can just use one pump to run a skimmer, and you can draw water from the bottom of the pond, which is very useful. So it simply just sits back in its little housing. This clip goes back on, so it clips on the same shape of the pump. Little rubber fitting there, so try not to lose that. There we go. Cable comes out this little gland here, and again there's a little rubber fitting there, so that's quite nice. And just 4 blue clips. That's your oase Aquamax Eco Premium 13,000 cleaned. It's the same process for all the models in the new range. Because all oase pumps are pretty well designed, so it makes them really easy to service. So on this one, you just take these clips off. There's this locking nut in here, just holds the pump in place. You can just use it with your thumb. I just prise it off with a screwdriver normally. That goes there. So we can then lift the pump out, put that to one side. There's a little bit of gunge and stuff in there. So this is one of the better designed Aquamax pumps. So simply undo that section, bayonet fitting. Gotta give it a quick jet wash, or then we'll just give it a good brush down with a rough brush. Get rid of most of the gunge and give it a quick rinse. That's all good. I can now get to the impeller. So this is the important bit. This is the bit that never gets cleaned. As you can see, it's got lots of gunge in there, also in here. So if you left this, this is putting more pressure and wear on the pump, and eventually the pump will start to heat up and probably do it some damage over the long run. So it's quite easy to clean. You just rinse it off, get a brush on it. Give it a quick rinse. It's like new. And the same with the pump side. And then you kind of get a little brush, or quite often I just stick my little thumb in there, give it a good clean. There's also a rubber seal which sits just on there, which is very easy to lose. But I'm just going to pop that back on there. Impeller goes back in, and then we can put this, assemble it back together. So this is the locking nut for the impeller. So we line it up. So anything with a seal on it, it's always best to go from this side, do the diagonally opposite, then this one, then this one. Try not to go around in a circle, because it'll bed the, by doing it this way, it'll bed the O-ring in a smooth, level fashion. You don't want to pinch it in one corner. Well, that sun is really warm for a March day. Feels very nice. Okay, time to assemble it. So the filter, the pump housing, it's got this shaped section here, so it matches the shape of the pump. So just make sure you're assembling it the right way. I quite like to sit that in there, line it up, take it out, and then this has got the bayonet fitting on it, the little lugs. Line it all up, one firm click, and we're done. This is the flow control for the inlet. This is set so basically all the water goes in here. You can reduce it, or you can maybe run a pond skimmer off it or something, but not in this case. That simply fits on there. So that's how it all fits together. And this piece sits on that side, clicks into place. So we need to seat the cable here. Some of the pumps have a little rubber gasket. I'm not sure if it's meant to be on here or it's missing, but it should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oase Aquamax Premium 4000, cleaned and done. This